all over the break room. And I know that it comes from a lot of the executives, but KRisti is always so kind and generous, and she puts it together and she brings it out to us, even though it's kind of a long drive for her, and so she is just as generous as they come, and I'm really grateful to be able to know her and work with her. So without further ado, KRisti Van Dam, everybody.
Thank you so much. And yeah, all the executives, it's fun because they all chip in money, and then I get to be like Santa Claus. I get to take the food down to corporate, see everybody, and yeah, I'm the food fairy. Oh. I want to talk about that. I don't know. The food fairy. Okay, you guys, I am so excited to be here and be presenting with Krystal Nichols. And we've had fun. This is going to be the best group, though, I can already tell. So I've been here for over 13 years. The company was 6 months old when it fell into my lap, and it's changed my life. So I'm going to ask you guys a few questions, first of all, to get started. We're going to talk about, I'm going to talk about the power of the products. How many of you guys love our products? Yes. Right? How many of you guys have had any type of results from our products? Yes. How many of you guys are so comfortable you could go talk to any stranger that you meet about our products?
Yes. Yes.
Wow. That's really good because other rooms were like, But how many of you guys would love more knowledge on the products, what they do, how to present them, how to talk to people? And I hope you say yes. That's what we're going to do today, okay? So yeah, I get to talk about the power of the products. And I do have note cards because that's how I work. So let me ask you guys a question. So say you went to a store or any type of business and you had somebody trying to sell you something, but they really didn't know what they were talking about. And they said, you guys love that word? Like 64 times. And you're like, I don't know if I want what they have. You know, it's the same with this. You have to know a little bit. I'm not talking about scientific stuff and how it was designed and how it was developed and what the ingredients, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the basics. You have to know a little bit about what you're talking about so that it's easier to do that. Don't you guys agree there? Yes. Okay, so this is why learning simple details about our products is so important. First of all, it gives you credibility. People are going to trust you more. You guys, we are in the people business. We have to learn how to talk to people, learn how to communicate with people, and be able to work with them. And this is going to make them trust you more if you know, and I'm not saying know everything, but if you know a little bit about what you're talking about. And luckily for us, we have amazing products that are easy to talk about. All you have to tell them is your story, right? But this comes into number two. It's easier to communicate with people because we're going to be able to get more comfortable talking, okay? Then I said, you can solve problems easier. You can troubleshoot, okay? You can help people. You can offer better customer support. You can offer more solutions because if somebody tells you what's going on with them and you're like, okay, and they're like, well, I just don't sleep good at night, and you're like, oh my gosh, the X Advanced package, that's what you need. You need to do everything. You need to take omegas. You could just target what they're looking for, right? You can always go into more detail later, but you need to make sure that you know what you're talking about so you can help their problems. Does that make sense? Yeah. And the last one, thank you. And the last one is my favorite, you guys, and it's going to give you more confidence. Now, you don't have to raise your hand for this, but how many of you guys have maybe gained a little bit of weight back? You came in and you had like an amazing story. You're like, oh, I'm rocking this. And then you gained some weight back. Most people back into a corner and they're like, I can't talk about weight loss because I lost 40, but I gained 50, right? I can't talk about weight loss because we lose that confidence. We lose that confidence in ourselves. We lose the confidence in our story. So how many agree that it's easier to talk about the products when you're using the products, when you're a product of the product? You know, you jump back on an 8-day, you lose 3 pounds, and all of a sudden, like, oh, there she is, there's her post again, because now she's gained that confidence back. Let me remind you, you're not alone if you're in that situation. Let me remind you something else. The products never changed. Who's got that? Products never changed. They still work. So we have to learn about what they do for people so that we're able to fit the needs of what people are looking for, not even counting your own story. You've got to know what these products are doing. So it's going to help you with your confidence. And it's the same with the knowledge. You know, people are going to trust you more, you're going to be more approachable, if you're more confident in what we're doing. So you guys all got one of these sheets, right? Product benefit sheet. You didn't get one? Okay, there's a couple people back there that still need this. This is like gold. And it's pretty. And it's from corporate, so it's compliant. And it's updated. How many of you guys love updated? I love when everything is updated. So it is pretty. Now, if you look at this sheet, you are going to notice that each product has 3 or 4 benefits listed on the sheet. Okay, these are the things that that product does. And I know this is super basic, but this is what we need to get back to, you guys, is basic. And I always talk about a few of the things that those products do, but then I kind of add in my own little experience, or things that I've heard, or this or that. You just kind of have to make it fun. And be excited when you're talking to people about the products. Have you guys ever been to a conference when it's like not Toddy's talking about hey, when it's just so monotone? And people get up there and they're like, this is the best day of my life. You're like, what is going on? Like, they're just not even smiling. They're just like, oh. They're like, I'm so excited to be here. Right? I have to leave. Like, I gotta go to the bathroom. You know what I mean? Because I have to keep my energy up because they just drain me. We cannot be like that. We have to make this fun. We have to make this exciting. Be willing to learn and do different things. So, if you guys know me, like I said, I have been a product girl my entire time here. I swear by these products. I have a story that will blow your socks off that is definitely not something I share totally on social media because it's not. It's compliant to me, but it's not compliant to everyone else in the world. But this stuff has changed my life. Okay? It's changed my mom's life. Gave me hope again. It's just done so much. So why should I not be excited about that? So I want you guys to just kind of bear with me here for a second. And we're going to talk about this product. Now, you don't know anything about this product. Okay? You know nothing about XR2. You don't love it, never tried it, you don't know anything. Now, if I was telling you about this product and I was like, okay, this is XR2, all right? It helps to increase relaxation. It also helps to reduce stress eating, and it improves your sleep quality. Like, you should really try it, Taylor. It's really, really good. Like, would you kind of be sold on that? Or would you be like, wow, she must have taken 5, right? And Toddy spit her coffee out. Okay, so for me, I love to make it fun. And I don't go up to someone in a store and do this next thing that I'm going to do. I still have fun with it. I still smile. I still joke around. But this is like if I'm doing a product overview, or if I'm in front of a room of people, I want to capture their attention. I don't want to see them like talking to someone. I don't want to see them like scrolling on their phone. Like, I want your attention because I have something you need that's going to change your life. And that's how I feel about this. So when I'm talking about XR2, I get super pumped. I get super excited. And I'm like, you guys, this is amazing. I seriously, and this is truthful, I wish I could pass this out like candy to every single person that I see. Because every person around us is stressed. You might be happy here, you might be smiling here, but I can guarantee every single person has something to deal with when they get home. Right? Every single person is going through stuff. So XR2, you guys, this is a rest and relaxation product, okay? We all have those times during the day where we're stressed out, edgy, irritable, whether it be school, kids, traffic, work, deadlines you have to meet, whatever it is that gets you wound up, this is gonna help you. You can take one of these anytime throughout the day. It's not gonna fix all your problems, but I'll tell you what, it is gonna take the sharp edges off, whatever's getting you worked up. You're gonna be able to think clearer. It's just gonna help to reduce that stress, all of that stuff. And another thing, people use this to sleep. I deal with people who can't sleep at night. You take 2 of these babies before you go to bed. It's not going to knock you out like a medication. It just shuts your mind off, helps you to get a sounder night's sleep, wake up well refreshed, and it is amazing. Plus, helps with weird cravings. That's huge. And it helps to get rid of that stubborn belly fat. Because once we can help with that stress level, this is going to be a gem. You are going to need it. Now, would you rather buy something like that? I hit so many points in that people struggle with every single day. And I'm not saying you have to use my little spill, but I'm saying if you find people's pain points, they will stay with this product. Because you cannot, in fact, someone told me last night, I would tear that out of a burning house, or like go back into a burning house for that, or so, I don't remember her words, but it was funny because it's truthful. This helps me so much. How many people do you guys know right now that are on our program, that are following it like it's their Bible, that are doing all of these things, and they just are not having success?
Yeah.
Have you told them about XR2? Because I can guarantee you stress is in their life. If they had one of these in the morning and one of these in the afternoon, it's going to help to keep them calmer. And guess what? They're going to start losing again if that was the problem. So knowing these kind of things, it's because this is not in a package. We have to add this on, so you have to know about this product. Okay? Everyone should be ordering this product because the world's a mess, right? You need this. So XR2 is amazing. So do you guys understand what I'm saying? Yes. You want to be monotone and you want to read the things, or do you want to be excited and do you want to be able to keep customers around longer? Because I promise you, they will come to watch your presentations. They will come to learn about this stuff because you're making it fun for them. Now the next one's always fun too. Now this is Zing, okay? Zing is great. Zing helps with energy. All right, it's amazing. It enhances your mood and it also improves your focus and clarity. Okay, are you excited about Zing now that I just told you that? Remember, you don't know anything, right? I can guarantee you're not going to buy that. Hey, this one's going to really help with your energy, Taylor. Right? You got to be excited. Okay? So when I talk about Zing, I'm like, oh my gosh, sunshine in a bottle. Okay, this is amazing. It's our main energy supplement. Shortly after you take this, you're going to feel different. It's just a good, clean energy that you're going to get. It helps a ton with your cravings. It helped me with cravings. It makes me crave water instead of pop. Now that right there has seriously sold me a ton of bottles of Zing by me saying that. And that part's not part of my spill, but it has. Because people struggle. People struggle with things, so it helps me with that. It also balances out your serotonin in your brain to boost your mood. Every single person that you know, that you rub shoulders with, well, I will say every single person, but most of them, they're depressed. They're struggling. They need energy. They need to get up and go. They can't get out of bed in the morning. This, seriously, it is amazing for that. But it's going to boost your mood, going to give you that energy that you need. It's just incredible. So it's the way that you present something. You know, you're going to buy this more. I mean, I give this to people and I'm like, hey, 20 to 30 minutes later, you're going to smile more, you're going to laugh more, you're going to talk more. I took 2 of these this morning and I feel incredible. Like, it changes everything.
How are you getting...
Sorry. But Zing is absolutely incredible. So it makes people want what you have when you make it fun. Okay? That's what I'm kind of getting at here.
Kristi, can I share something?
No, thanks. I'm just kidding.
I always say individually they're great, but together they're the perfect marriage. And if I would have had them when I was married, I still might be married.
There you go. See, so you make it fun, and guess what? Yeah, Tish, I had it when I was married the first time too, and I didn't work. But just kidding. But that relates to you, so that makes it fun. So people are going to be like, oh, you know, because people struggle. People are having a hard time. So I love that.
Okay, I have a quick question, just because I'm fixing to start taking the XR2, which I'm excited about. I've already set the timer to do it today because I want to see. Because I've been on Adderall for years for focus, and since I started the product, which that was back in February, that was my thing, is I haven't had anything like that since February. So that's huge for me.
Mm-hmm.
But you just said something, thank you, but you just said something about you took 2. Do you mean that you took 2 Zing together, or like 2 that you
Together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't start over.
I've been here for a minute. Do not start out like that. And I would not go tell a stranger, I just took 2 Zing. I'm like, just do 1. You know what I
So
mean?
you do a Zing and XR together
Absolutely.
twice a day?
So I do
Or just,
Zing.
you
I just
know.
do Zing once a day.
Oh, okay.
Today I might need a lot more
Okay.
because this was a long night. But I just do Zing once a day. But I actually take XR2 2 times a day. I take 1 in the morning. I take 1 in the afternoon. But it does non-compliance stuff for me.
Okay.
I can tell you in the back.
I'm a little confused just on the XR2 because I hear it helps you relax when you sleep, and I'm like, well, I can't be falling
Oh
asleep.
no. And a lot of people wonder that. So I'm glad you asked that because a lot of people are like, why would I take an energy supplement if I take a relaxation supplement at the same time? But they just work so good together. And it doesn't. Now, if I take 2 of them, I'm a zombie, right? That's what makes me tired. But taking one, and that's why I'm very clear when I tell people, take one during the day, anytime throughout the day, and I always say take one, because the bottle will say take 2 before bed, because that's what will just kind of help you with that stress and help you mellow out. Now, if you took 2 right now, you would probably be sleeping through lunch. You'd probably be tired. So just do one, start with one and kind of see what it does, okay? And this is non-compliant, but if you have any teenage girls,
Amen.
okay, my daughter's whole soccer team comes and asks me for the blue pill when it's their monthly time. Helps a ton with cramps. Okay, just a side note. Yeah, somebody needed to hear that. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, they'll come to me. Hey, Mama Kate, you got the blue pill? Oh yeah, I'm like the drug dealer of the soccer team. So it's so funny. Okay, so how many of you guys would like more product knowledge and kind of learn how to maybe present fun, maybe learn about different things the products do? Okay, we don't have time to do all of that today, but I'm going to tell you guys about a phone call that I do every Thursday morning. And it's Stan Townsend's call. It's not even my call. He has just asked me to do the products on this call. So what I've decided, I don't have a slide for this, so I'm going to give you the number. But what I've decided is for the next four Thursdays or 5 Thursdays, however long it takes us, I'm going to pick 3 or 4 of these products every single Thursday, and I'm going to just train on them. Because I like to teach how I learn. I don't read well. I can read, but I don't like I wouldn't learn a whole lot from this. I have to learn from somebody. So if this is the way you guys learn, you're welcome to tune into this call. It's not a Zoom. You're not going to see you. Sometimes I'm not even dressed. I have clothes on. Now you guys will be on there Thursday and be like, oh, she's not dressed. But no, I'm just getting my day going, not even quite ready for the day and stuff. But so it's a phone call. You just dial in, and then you dial the code in when it asks you for that. And then you can just mute yourself. You can just listen. You can pick up different things. If it's boring, find a new way to learn, but just learn. Just do something to learn. So the phone number, first of all, it's when he does it Monday through Friday, but my call is on Thursday mornings, 9 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Mountain, 11 Central, and noon Eastern.
11 Central.
Yeah. Just, yeah, figure out your time. Yeah. Okay, the number is 667 770 1523. And the code, it'll just say, what's your access code? Kind of like that. And then you say 629538 pound. The number again? Okay, 667 770 1523. And the code is 629538 pound. Yep, 629538 pound. And if you didn't get it, come and see me in the back, and I'll even let you take a picture of my car.
And who did you say does it the rest of the week?
Stan Townsend. He's done it since before the company even really launched. It's a cool call. He has different guests on there and stuff. And there's a different subject for each week. Now it is recorded as well, so you guys can reach out to me. You can reach out to Stan or whatever. We can give you the recording if you miss it. But just find a way that you're going to be able to learn and kind of retain some of this information.
How long is the call for?
20, 30 minutes. Yeah, it's not super long. Depends on how winded I am that day. I try to keep it short. But what I want, oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
You're okay.
You walked in late. What is your name?
My name's Krystal.
Thank you.
Yep. So you guys, one thing I want to leave you guys with before I turn it over to the amazing Krystal is you don't have to know everything about the products, okay? But you have to know something. So figure out what's gonna make you remember about Accelerate, what's gonna stick out about Global Blend, what's gonna stick out about collagen. You don't have to know everything, but you have to know something, okay? Does that make sense to you guys?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Krystal, Nichols.
Woo! Woo! Okay, stop. Woo!
Thank you. And one more big round of applause for Krystal being here. She's amazing. We had a lot of fun doing this together. So, okay, cool. So I am going to segue right into how you position products to sell, to actually, like Krystal talked about how you need to know them, how you know what they're doing. I'm going to talk to you about how you're going to actually make money with them selling them on social and talking about them. So, I am an old fool from the old school in Xyngfest. I've been around 9.5 years, and I built my business through meetings. So what you're doing is right. At the peak of our meeting journey, Melissa Corbin and I and Nicole Ketting had, and Ollie Parrish was there too, we had 350 people at an Amarillo City meeting. We moved 21,000 points in volume through one meeting.
Wow.
Yeah, and by the end of the week, what did we move? Like 32,000 total, Melissa? And we were hitting it hard. And Melissa and I had little babies in car seats. Like, that's where we're going, right? We're going back to the future. Okay, this is my assessment form. This is something I created a few months ago. How many of you guys have done a meeting? You've probably been there. And you have like your new distributor, and they've got their 3 best friends sitting in there. And they're like this because she probably begged them to come. They really didn't want to. They've got 10 other things they'd rather do, and they're humoring her. This little assessment form is going to be your best friend. Okay, you're going to hand this out at the beginning of your meeting, and I promise you, she might be a little grouchy, but she's going to sit there and she's going to start scribbling on it and write all the things down. And you're going to walk over and you're going to be like, oh, stress? You have stress? Oh, I can see you have stress. You don't look very nice here. But you're not going to say that, okay? But basically what it's going to do is going to give you a cheat sheet into exactly what she needs to order. This is prescriptive, okay? Does that make sense? This is going to give you the exact guidelines so that when you sit down and talk to them, you're not like, oh my gosh, you need Prime. And she's like, I'm 30 and I'm a girl, probably not, right? Okay, it helps. So say that little nugget, that's been really helpful for us. And you can use the sheet that Kristi gave you to talk to them about how to answer that, okay? Okay, so if you were presented with a beautiful tablescape and there was desserts over here, chocolate, key lime pie, raspberry cheesecake. Over here, there's a big pile of steaming broccoli that was frozen in freezer burned for 4 years, and it's like kind of funky green. Which one are you gonna go for? Chocolate. If you say broccoli, you're gonna leave. Chocolate. Okay. Why? Why?
It's more appealing.
More enticing. Yeah. Okay. So that's how we've got to start thinking about our social media posts. Okay. People get on social media. It's not called sales media. Okay. It's called what?
Social.
What does social mean?
Interacting.
Yeah. Be a human. Be real. Right. Okay. So chocolate or broccoli. We've got to talk a little bit about your posts and what they look like. So chocolatey posts are going to be the posts that grab attention because it's going to bring up pain, or it's going to talk about how you can get more pleasure. And the possibility of resolving or increasing them both. Broccoli is a post that is factual, boring, ingredient, sales facts, bland statements, and you scroll by. Chocolate. What makes post chocolate? Fast weight loss results. Instant gratification you can feel and see quickly. Kristi just talked about 2 of our most instant gratification products. We live in an instant gratification society. That's a big deal. You can feel the difference in 30 minutes. What do you do for stress relief? So the month that XR2 was 10% off, we had, and I say we because Melissa and I pretty much do everything together, we had our teams do a variation of this post all month long, and you know what it did? It created a lot of conversations about XR2. And XR2 alone, yeah, isn't going to be like a huge raiser for your volume, but over the course of the month, if you have your people do a question post like this throughout the month about every product that's 10% off, and they put it on their subscription and they fall in love with it, guess what? In a year, you're going to have 30 new people who have 3 products on their subscription. That's residual income. Welcome to network marketing. What makes a post broccoli? Ingredients, prices on your page, promo flyers, basic product graphics, sheets of information. Now, I will tell you, I do use these, but I'm specific about it. Where don't I put these?
Your wall.
My wall. Thank you, Dina. Why?
Because then that's your commercial for people.
Good job, you listen. You're on my team. Yeah. So your wall is your storefront, and your stories are your commercials. Okay, stories go away. They go away after 24 hours. I do put sometimes salesy graphics in my stories because I have a really big customer base. I've been here for 9.5 years. People see it. But you will not anymore find that stuff on my wall because I'm working on the unsuck. I've sucked, and I'm working on the unsuck, okay? And I was an ambassador when some of this happened. So it's okay, you guys. You're not going to be perfect, and don't beat yourself up about things that aren't the best. Here's some of the suck I picked on myself. When collagen came out, I was super excited about the comparison chart, so I was like, what? You don't really, you don't, this is, if you use this, use it as an example of it's terrible, don't do this, okay? And you can use me. I think my mom and one other person liked this post. My mom always supports me.
Yeah.
And then this middle one, there's 6 people, probably Melissa and some others, because Melissa always loves me. And then over there, it's terrible. I didn't get anything over there, so that's what I'm showing you. It was suck. Okay, again, here's some suck. And it's okay. Like, again, you can see that these posts were pretty recent, right? 22, so that was a year or so ago, a little over a year. The results are good, but the post is brutal, right? I should have given it some, like, nobody needs to ask me a question. You know everything you need. Been there, done that. You don't engage me. Somebody may not love our collagen, but if they see my hot results, they might ask me what I'm doing differently. As I quit wearing extensions, look at my results. But I'm giving them everything. Why would they ask me a question? And then the BOGO trimsticks, I mean, you can see why it's. So let's talk about what to do. I'm picking on Shy Waters here. Shy is a silver executive. Underneath of me, I love Shy. She's one of my ride or dies. She will call me out when I suck. She does quite often. I love people like that in my life. Here, Shy's had some really good posts. She's been really relentless in the pursuit of figuring out how to really improve her social media because Shy at one point sucked too. And she's also niching it down, okay? That's really important for us to learn our niche, right? So, Haley, how old are you? 27. If you're a singular distributor and you're 27, are you gonna market to 60-year-old men and talk about Prime on your page? Why? That's right, and that would be awkward. I'm also 38 and a single mother of 3. I'm not going to talk about Prime. You know why? Because that ain't what I'm trying to attract. I'm trying to actually keep those at bay. I have heard enough time with that. Shy is targeting people who are perimenopausal, people with grandchildren, people who are older mothers. She's targeting people with hormone stuff. That's what she talks about. She's smart. And she's strategic in what she talks about. I talk about things like energy, collagen, aging backwards. I might be entering my cougar stage of my life. I don't know. Okay, here's what to do. Okay, so been here for 9.5 years, and then 2 years ago, I actually lost 175 pounds of dead ass weight. I got divorced, y'all. Not an advocate for divorce at all, but it just was what it was. And I would say that in front of my ex, and he would say the same back, and we would laugh, and we get along great. So it's a great joke between us. But you can see here, after my divorce, I gained some weight back. I ate tacos and queso every day for a year, and I got a little pudgy. And my friend Melissa pointed it out to me very kindly, and my teenagers did too. So I was like, okay, I gotta fix this. So here's the thing, guys. How many of you have gained some weight back? Has anybody shared about it? Okay, no. Yeah. Be vulnerable. Be real. Be a human. We've all done it. I gained every single bit of the 15 pounds back that I lost on Xyngfest, and I went ahead and put it out there. And it was hard, and it was a little bit awkward and uncomfortable, but I knew that it would help me on my journey. And so this was in my story. I took the picture on the right, probably a week or so ago, and the shorts fit. They looked great again, and the clothes in my closet fit. Everything fits me again, and that's a good feeling, right? It took some work, it took some dedication, but the products hadn't changed, right? But I thought this is a great way to market that life happens. And you know how many people I've gotten reach out to me? Because I also talked about my divorce. And if you follow me on my page, you know that I'm very sincere about it. And if you follow me for any length of time, you know that I did not want to be divorced. Like, it was not my goal. It just is how it played out. I worked very hard not to be divorced. But people want you real. They want you vulnerable. They want to relate to you. If you're too perfect and polished all the time, you're going to actually push them away. Okay? And then let's talk about lives. Lives and reels are definitely not my favorite, but my friend Melissa Corbin, she has been on me for years to start doing reels, which we do know, they're awkward. But lives I'm a lot better at. So notice the title. Okay, I'm going to reveal my secret tips to keeping a tight waistline, no ab exercises involved. Like, that's probably kind of piqued all of your interest, right? I mean, you see that it's working, right? 224 comments later. Here's the key to that. I didn't necessarily give them the secrets in the live either. You know why? I was driving them to my messenger. I said, if you want my cheat sheet, which was just a couple of tips about how to keep your waist snatched and tight without having to do ab exercises, that included our products, right? Because that's what I sell, it's how I monetize my social. And I got tons of new leads, okay? And then again, here is some other results that have been really good and that have worked out well. Keep tracking your results. If you're doing collagen, keep taking the pictures. Your hair is changing, your skin's changing, everything's changing. People want to see you. They like seeing other people, but they want to see you. Okay, here's why we do this. Your ultimate goal is to be consistently filling your sales funnel with interested prospects by asking them about their needs through attraction marketing. Here's the thing, you guys. In Xyngular, we have set the bar for attraction marketing. This is our jam, right? Right, Tish? You're the one who invented the testimony groups, right? And that's how we've built our businesses for years. The thing is now, it's just changing a little bit, and we are going to stay consistent, and we're going to keep raising the bar. We're the ones that other network marketing companies look to copy. Do you realize that's us? Like, everybody watches the Xyngular because we are the Neiman Marcus of supplements and of network marketing. We've got the best pay plan, we got the best products, and we have the best distributors who are the most consistent. Okay? Yeah, we do. We do.
Yeah, we do.
And you may notice now that you're posting some before and after pictures, and they may not be getting as much sizzle as you want, right? That's okay. We're going to up our game. We're going to up our game because guess what? When you constantly fill your funnel on social media, right? You heard Rudy yesterday, set a goal, make a list. You can get your list from social, then you push them to an event, right? Then we're going to take them through that sales process without being cringy. The only way to do this is to be able to figure out what they need when asking more questions. This is how we put our customer first and create a confident partner who is eager to sell our products. Okay, really quickly, scan this. Here's the thing about this, you guys. There are two different ways to come into this company. You're looking at a house, you've got the front door, and you've got the back door, okay? How many of you guys came in for the business solely? Just walked in for the business? Okay, I did too. How many came in for the products? The majority, okay. You guys came through the back door. Me and Tish, we came through the front door. That's perfectly fine. But here's the thing, we've got to be good at converting our customers into business builders too. That's the magic in what we have, is we can take it both approaches, right? So we've got to be good about recruiting customers. This is a customer conversation. Melissa Corbin, Jana Dyer, and myself, we did a really great sales class this spring. We loved it because Jana would always do the homework and give it to us, so we always had our homework done. It was amazing. I felt like just like I was in high school. And it was really good. So this is a sales conversation. There's also a business conversation. You're going to notice in message 2 that there is a transitional point that says, do you want to continue here in Messenger or get on a call? Do not delete that. People want to talk to you, and don't be afraid. You've got a script. Okay? Cool. Okay, that's all.
Thank you.